guys, welcome to my channel, EmpathOasis. I hope you all are doing well. For today's reading, we're going to be doing it on the topic of what is going on around you. I have 5 options here for you guys for this reading, but before I list off your options, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been supporting my channel. If you have been liking, commenting, subscribing, booking personal readings, tipping me, or sending me donations, suggesting reading topics, all of it, I'm really grateful. I really appreciate you. If you would like more information on me as a reader or ways that you can help support my channel and keep it running, you can find all of that in the caption of this video. But let's get into your options. Group 1, you are this red jasper. Group 2, jade. Group 3, onyx. Group 4, opal. And group 5, amethyst. So when you are ready, take a deep breath and pick whichever stone you feel most drawn to. If you need more time, you can pause the video. Timestamps will be in the caption. Hey group 1, if you chose red jasper, this is your reading. All right, so let's see what's going on around you guys. What's the current energy in your life? I pulled 5 of swords, Knight of Swords reversed, Queen of Wands reversed, the Hangman reversed, and 9 of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing for you guys in this group, I feel like you guys are on the verge of a pretty major come up, or you're about to manifest something pretty major in your life. Or some of you may be on the verge of like really tapping into what you came to this planet to do, your purpose, your mission. I see that a lot of you have been in this preparation stage for some time, and it's like about to be go time for you. I feel like this group, I'm seeing several energies coming out, okay? I do want to clarify that, so only take what resonates. But if you do identify with what I'm saying right now, if you do feel that is accurate for you, I feel like you guys are a part of a wave of healers, of whistleblowers, of truth speakers, of indigo children, of spiritual warriors, community leaders that incarnated here to defeat a lot of these dark entities that have had control over the system, over the matrix for decades. I'm hearing that this group, a lot of you are under attack right now. There's a spiritual war being fought at the moment, and these darker energies, these darker entities, these agents of the matrix, they're all getting activated right now to attack all you light workers, all you shadow workers, all you healers, all of you that are here to elevate the consciousness of the collective. And when I say agents, what I mean by that is these could be people in your life, like your friends, people that are in your circle, your associates, your parents, your step parents, your brothers, your sisters, your teachers, your bosses. These are all people who are deeply rooted in the matrix, who are in support of keeping this system intact. These are the narcissists, the predators, all those who are dominated and controlled by their shadows, by their vices, by greed, all those people who are unaccountable. These people are getting triggered right now, and they are attacking. All these dark energies, these entities, they are fighting the changes that are taking place. A lot of these lower level behaviors, they're no longer going to be supported or tolerated or accepted in this new energy that's being ushered in. It's like a massive reckoning is happening to the collective on a conscious level, on a spiritual level. There's a great awakening happening. The collective is going through a dark night of the soul. A lot of people's deepest wounds are getting triggered, so there's a lot of lashing out and attacking this group. Again, this is a timeless video, but you know, at the time of me recording this video, Chiron is in retrograde. If you know anything about Chiron, is an asteroid. It's often referred to as the wounded healer, but it's currently in retrograde at the time of me recording this video. In your birth chart, Chiron shows you your deepest wounds. It's also tied in with your karma and what you incarnated here to overcome. Some of you are getting attacked also spiritually because your Chiron placement is getting triggered. But I suggest that you guys in this group, even if you are viewing this video when Chiron is not in retrograde, I would suggest you looking up your Chiron placement. It can give you a lot of great insight around your healing, possibly even blind spots that you didn't realize were affecting you. These dark entities, they could be attacking people who are less spiritually strong that are in your circle, that are in close proximity to you. They're triggering these people to attack you and trigger these wounds. But there's a lot of people who are walking around right now. You know, and this retrograde is going to last until December, I believe, like 15th or 17th. But there's a lot of people walking around right now that are being really affected by this retrograde. Their wounds, their deepest wounds are getting triggered. So they're just very aggressive, very combative. And I feel like a lot of you in this group, if you're not going through that yourself, you're experiencing a lot of these people projecting these wounds onto you guys. So yeah, I feel like you guys are just getting attacked kind of in all directions. I feel like you guys are on the verge of a pretty huge shift. I feel like a lot of you hold a lot of power and influence when it comes to shifting others' minds, when it comes to shifting the minds of the masses. And these darker entities, they do not like that. So they are coming for you, okay? I'm seeing that you guys could be battling, feeling lethargic, feeling drained, not feeling motivated. It's because of these entities that are either on the people around you or they're attacking you. I'm hearing that these people or these entities are trying to block, you know, your visibility. They're trying to silence you. Some of these entities are even working through your social media. You guys may be noticing drastic drops in your engagements. I'm also hearing some of you are getting shadow banned because of the truths you are speaking. I feel like, you know, you guys, these people, these entities, they really want you guys to lose confidence and to doubt yourself right now. They want you to feel defeated. They want you to feel hopeless. They want to make you feel like you're kind of losing your mind. With these cards though, Spirit is saying keep going, and the work you're doing is very important. I also pulled the Magician, 10 of Pentacles reversed, and the Devil. Yeah, so with these cards, Spirit is saying that this group, you guys are master magicians, you're alchemists, you're master healers. This group, you guys are a very powerful bunch of people, and you guys are triggering so many people in so many ways. And what comes with that, you know, with you triggering other people and you being these powerful alchemists and manifestors, you know, this kind of comes with the territory. You're going to be getting attacked by others. You guys are going to be getting attacked by people still living in their shadows, that are still operating in their fear, that are still operating in their shadow aspects and their addictions and their lack of accountability. You guys are triggering so many people with realizing and recognizing how unfulfilled their lives are so that they make the necessary changes. You guys are the catalyst. You are the light. And you know, people, they always shoot the messenger, unfortunately. People who are still operating in this scarcity mindset, in this fear, they usually do not react well to a truth when they are desperately trying to hold on to a lie. Maybe it's intertwined with their identity, with their success, you know, or what their ideals are of success. So you guys have a pretty strong and powerful mission. This is not for the weak. You guys, this group, I'm hearing you guys are spiritual warriors. You're at the front lines of this spiritual war going on right now. With these cards, though, Spirit wants to reassure you guys, though, that whoever's trying to stop you, they're not going to succeed, okay? You guys will be victorious if you just keep on pushing through this. If anything, with these cards, though, what I'm seeing is Spirit is saying to you guys that you need to put more time and energy and effort into protecting yourself spiritually. A lot of you are being called to add protection rituals to like your self-care routines. Maybe add it, you know, once a week to your weekly routine, because these dark entities and these agents are getting activated and they're like in full attack mode. You guys have to put more time and effort into protecting yourself. Otherwise, you leave yourself open to these negative influences draining you of your energy and your power, okay? I'm also hearing here as well that a lot of you are being called to address your addictions or your vices because these entities are attacking you through those. So again, because Chiron is in retrograde, a lot of you may be leaning a little bit more into your coping mechanisms because of these deep wounds getting triggered, and understanding your Chiron placement could help you find healthier ways to cope so that you are not leaving yourself vulnerable for these darker entities to attack you through your vices. I'm also hearing for this group that Spirit wants you guys to spend some more time in isolation because of the internal work you're being asked to do right now. With research, I'm hearing some of you are being asked to explore your birth chart a little bit deeper. I'm also hearing that a lot of you in this group are having issues with your confidence or your energy or your motivation or even your mental stability because of your daily habits. They're starting to negatively impact all of these areas of your lives. Things like a lack of organization or a lack of creating routines that creates stability in your life, or a lack of discipline or a lack of control over some of your impulses is what I'm seeing is creating this instability in your life. Spirit wants you guys to take some time to kind of address these areas because it's starting to become a bit self-destructive. I'm also hearing that some of you need to be more mindful as well with what you're putting into your body. This is affecting your energy, your motivation, how exhausted you may be feeling. Some of you are not drinking enough water, and some of you are not eating enough vegetables. I'm also hearing that some of you are feeling the way that you do because of the lack of physical activity in your life. I'm also hearing that some of you have been eating way too much processed food. So I also pulled a few cards: protection, happiness reverse, and success. And I am literally hearing the same message: protecting yourself from the miserable, from the unhappy. You know, they do not want to see you successful. They don't want to see you thrive. They don't want to see you accomplish your life mission. For those that are interested in doing protection rituals themselves, I do have some free ones available on my website, and I also offer this as a service for those who don't feel confident in performing these rituals. Okay, so hopefully this resonates with you guys and it was helpful. If it was, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm now going to move on to group 2. Hey, group 2, if you chose the Jade Stone, this is your reading. So let's take a look at what's going on with you guys. So for this group, I pulled 5 of Wands, the Fool, 10 of Cups reverse, the Lovers, and Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like this group, your guys' energy, it feels like you guys have been struggling with a lot of stress around something or with your responsibilities. I'm hearing that a lot of you have been longing and desiring for like a change to take place in your life, or a shift to take place with the energy. Some of you may be having a lot of conflict with people lately, or a lot of your relationships have been going through major shifts or transitions. Regardless of what it is specifically, I'm just hearing worry, like you guys are worrying a lot. It's really hard for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel right now because of everything that's going on with you. I'm hearing some of you could be losing some connections that are no longer in alignment with you, that you no longer want to take with you into the future. You could be realizing that some of these people that have been around you or that are around you are in competition with you, or you're realizing they just criticize you too much, they attack you too much, they put you down. They're a huge source of emotional instability. Some of you are realizing, you know, how much certain people's energy drains you or affects you negatively. But regardless of your situation, the presence of this Wheel of Fortune card here is a sign of change on the horizon for you. All the loss or conflict or challenges that you are currently being confronted with in this group has a lot to do with a new chapter of your life you're about to begin. And the universe is kind of clearing out dead weight. You know, a lot of times before we level up in a major way, the universe will pull us back, okay? And when this happens, it's almost like a test of faith in your mission, on your path, and your healing in the universe, you know? You guys are going to be entering a new chapter where, yes, the energy will be more peaceful and more in alignment with you, but it also will have more responsibilities. And this process you're going through with being confronted with all these challenges is essentially trying to strengthen you to become this unshakable force that's able to focus on the task at hand when you are confronted with challenges in the future. So if you guys have been feeling like you just really been going through it lately, these cards are encouraging you to kind of keep going, push through, have a little bit more patience. I did pull 2 additional cards for you guys when it came for clarification, and I pulled patience and change. So we are getting that repeated message to have a little bit more patience with your situation, with what you're going through right now. Things are about to change for you guys for the better. You are on the verge of that actually happening, okay? I know it can be annoying to have a reading where someone is saying, oh, change is about to happen, and you have no idea of the time frame. So I did pull some additional cards so you guys can have an idea of the time frame that you can expect these shifts to happen. And I pulled 10 of Wands and 3 of Wands. So there is a small portion of you guys here, and this isn't going to apply to a lot of you, but for some of you, I'm literally hearing 10 hours. Others of you, I'm hearing a completion of a cycle. So it can be either 24 hours or a week. But the majority of the energy here for this group with the time frame is going to be 10 days to 3 weeks, okay? So if you guys have been, really worrying about, let's say, your finances, I do see a positive change taking place for you around that. If you've been losing people in your life, I'm seeing new energy and new connections coming in that are more in alignment with where your life is heading. If you've been single for a while, I'm hearing a new relationship will be entering into your life, especially for those who have been kind of worrying about, dating and their love life, because you haven't had too much luck in the past with finding people you're compatible with. I'm seeing things shifting a lot for you in your dating life, and more compatible options will be coming in. Some of you, I am hearing you will be meeting your soulmate, you will be meeting your life partner, or the person you will be having children with. And if you guys don't marry this person, I'm hearing that this will be a powerful soulmate connection that is long-term, that is extremely healing and transforms your life in a very positive way. I'm also hearing if you've been having conflict with family members, or maybe even someone you have children with, if things have just been really stressful, I'm seeing positive shifts happening around these connections as well. I'm also hearing that some of you will be receiving apologies from people that you may have had a bad falling out with or a bad altercation with. I'm hearing some of these people have been really burdened by their behavior and they're like in need of healing, so they will be coming towards you. That's all I'm hearing for this group. Regardless of your situation, the overall energy is that drastic and positive changes will be coming in for you guys. All right, group 2, I hope that this reading resonates with you and it was helpful. If it was, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you would like to see more readings like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm now going to move on to group 3. Hey, group 3, welcome to your reading. So let's see what's going on with you guys. For you, Chariot reversed, 8 of Wands, 3 of Cups, Page of Pentacles reversed, and Queen of Pentacles. So I'm seeing several things coming through with this group. Only take what resonates with you. Let me fix that a bit. So for some of you, it feels like outside forces and obstacles are currently shifting the direction of your life. For a lot of you, I feel like things may have seemed to be heading in one direction. You were very hopeful and optimistic about this direction. It could have been with your ambitions or some plans or a project or even a relationship. But like I said, because of some outside circumstances or outside forces, it could be obstacles in the physical realm or obstacles within the spiritual realm that are causing these things to pan out in ways that are not in alignment with what you had hoped for. Some of you may have even had a partnership with someone. It could have possibly been a business partnership. And now it just feels like things are falling apart with them, or things are just really unstable with this partnership at the moment. I kind of feel like that's an overall energy here with this group. Like you guys are feeling like things are falling apart, or I feel like a lot of you are just feeling as though you're at the mercy of all these shifts and changes taking place. Like you just have no control. Things are extremely frustrating. I feel like some of you have been kind of forced to pause, or because of these challenges, I feel like you guys have suspended a lot of your actions or your decision making, just until things kind of level out, until things become stable again, because of how unstable and how unpredictable your life has been recently. I feel like this group, you guys are just in this energy of not being able to take on anything extra at the moment because of all the stuff that you're dealing with. Some of you, these imbalances could be within your emotions, like it's putting a pause to your actions, so you're not able to kind of move forward with your plans at the moment or your goals at the moment. Or what's going on with your emotional health could be negatively impacting your connections. Some of you, this break that you're being forced to go through is because Spirit is slowing you down to make sure you're taking care of yourself, your health, your body. I'm seeing with these cards that these shifts or these blocks or this stagnant energy, it's very frustrating. And I feel like some of you may have even experienced some form of like financial loss because of this, or you've gotten into confrontations with others because of this. But regardless of your specific situation, what I'm seeing with these cards is that these shifts, these pauses, they're actually propelling you in a new direction. And I'm seeing that in the future, you guys are going to look back at this moment and be very thankful and grateful that it actually happened. If you were in a partnership with someone and this person did not appreciate this connection, or they may not have been as focused as you were, or not as determined, or they lacked motivation, like this could have been like a project or a business partnership. They lack the same drive as you, the same dedication. And if you remained in this partnership, if it did not fall apart, this person would have really negatively impacted the outcome of this project, of your future. They would have caused you more loss if you were to stay connected to them. So if you did lose this relationship, it is actually in your best interest and it will work out in your favor, is what I'm hearing. Some of you, this isn't a dominant energy though, but some of you, you're on the receiving end of this. You're like, this is kind of your story in reverse. I feel like there may be a lack of appreciation for some of you that you have for a certain connection of yours. And if, changes are not made soon, or communication isn't initiated, if there is a lack of communication, there is a really profitable opportunity you're going to be missing out on, okay? I feel like there's issues here with, a lack of integrity or a lack of fulfilling certain promises that were made. And I feel like Spirit is, letting you guys know that the way things are going right now, it doesn't have to stay that way. If you're proactive with correcting how things are between you and this person, it will be in everyone's best interest. But if you don't, I'm seeing that you guys could potentially be missing out on a really great opportunity that leads to even more abundance in the future, okay? So for some of you, this is a little bit of a warning. That is not the dominant energy though. So only take what resonates with you. Spirit is saying that there's issues here with those that relate to that message, with a lack of organization or a lack of control over your impulses that are really causing this situation or this project to head in the wrong direction. But overall, I feel like regardless of your situation, there are issues here with a lack of accountability that are impacting this partnership. I'm also seeing here that there's a possible imbalance happening because two very strong-willed people not coming to a place of compromise. I'm seeing here the issues with the inability to compromise though is someone in this connection is not being honest with themselves when it comes to their strengths and their weaknesses. Like with this Page of Pentacles reversed and this Queen of Pentacles, I feel like there's this energy here of this master and a student. And the student does not want to acknowledge their place. They don't want to honor the wisdom of the master or the guidance of the master, of the person with more experience. It feels more like an ego battle than anything. And this is essentially messing with the balance of this connection, of this relationship. Another energy I'm picking up with this group is some of you may be struggling with a relationship not working out because of someone's either busy schedule, demanding career, or they could travel a lot for their career. Some of these people may not have control currently, when it comes to their career, because they could be experiencing rapid success or a lot of success, and they have no control over their schedule, over their time. I feel like they have a lot going on. They could have a lot to celebrate too because of all this hard work I'm seeing that they have put in. But it's left them in this space or this energy where a lot of their needs are not getting met when it comes to self-care. I feel like this person is kind of in this energy of really taking a pause to reflect over what is most important in their life. Is it, constantly being overwhelmed and booked and busy and not being able to enjoy the fruits of their labor? Or are they desiring a change in pace, a change possibly in career? They are desiring some form of shift and change, because I feel like for a lot of you, losing this connection with you is actually very frustrating and upsetting to them. I feel like they feel as though they lost something of great value by allowing, their schedule or their career or, all the things that are overwhelming them at the moment take their focus off of you in this relationship. I'm hearing for some of you, a significant amount of time has passed. And even though a significant amount of time has passed, this person is still constantly thinking about you, thinking about the fun they had with you, how much they enjoyed your company, how much they enjoyed your energy. They may have felt an emotional connection to you. Even if you guys never got this relationship off the ground, if it was a romantic thing, they definitely did make a connection with you on a friendship level. At the very least, there is a certain level of respect and admiration that they have for you guys, whether this was romantic or a platonic connection. There's just this feeling of frustration and feeling as though they lost something of great value. The majority of you, I feel like this is a romantic situation. Others of you, this could be like friends, like a friend that may be feeling bad that they allowed their schedule or their busy life to kind of come in between them giving this relationship their time. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people here who are contemplating a major change because, it's like they obtained the goals that they wanted, the success that they wanted, and then they realized it's not as fulfilling as they thought it was going to be. There is this desire now, to focus on creating a home, something stable. Some of you, this person, I'm hearing they may have chosen their career over you. They were not in a position or wanting to commit to anything. They didn't want a serious relationship. They wanted to kind of just enjoy the ride and the rise of their success and not being tied down to anybody. And I feel like that lifestyle has gotten old to them. They're kind of over it. And now they want something more stable. Now they want a commitment with somebody. Now they want to grow with someone. I'm also hearing that for some of you, this person may have chosen someone else over you. Like they could have chosen an ex over you, something they were familiar with, something they were comfortable with. And I feel like, they went forward in that connection. Initially, they were cool or happy with their decision. But now I feel like they're realizing this relationship isn't something they want in their future. So for some of you, I am hearing that this pause that I'm seeing here, this stagnant energy that's happening is actually them taking a pause and preparing to enter back into your life and to heal this connection, or at least attempting to. This person is not happy that they no longer have your attention. Some of you may have separated from this person and now you're experiencing some form of success or abundance in your own career. And I feel like this is making this person kind of triggered with feeling like they missed out on something. So there are some people coming back around to this group where I would question their integrity and their reasons why they want to reconnect with you. I wouldn't rush into anything, even if you miss them and you really, had an intense attraction to them or you really want them in your life. You guys really need to be questioning this person's integrity before you reconnect with them. Some people here are genuine, and there are some people here who have like a hidden agenda, like they're opportunists. The final situation or the final energy coming out with these cards is around you and possibly a friend that betrayed you, or they caused you a lot of stress and turmoil or pain in your life. They may have involved other people. This could have been like a third party situation with a partner as well. But, I am feeling like you guys may have had a friend in your life that became extremely competitive with you. They may have turned others against you. They could have started attacking you. I'm hearing body shamed you or tried to dim your light or, just shame you in general. Or embarrass you. I feel like, this person's jealousy, insecurity, or whatever emotional imbalances they were dealing with at the time when they attacked you, their reactions towards you were not well thought out. They were, very much emotionally driven. I feel like now that the dust has settled, this person may have been experiencing a lot of karma recently for their behavior, or they're starting to reflect on their actions and their behaviors and how unfair they were to you and how immature they were with the way that they treated you. This person can be experiencing a lot of blocks themselves because of the ways that they tried to block you. And I feel like they're thinking about that. They're connecting the dots. There is some frustration and anger from these people because It's like they're kind of realizing the blocks they're experiencing have to do with their own past behaviors. Again, there are people here who have done the inner work, and there are people here who have not. They're angry with the way their life feels, how things have panned out, and they're actually, both people are planning to re-enter into your life. One is to try and mess with you some more and block your opportunities. And the other is trying to approach you guys to heal this relationship, to have a happy conclusion of some sort. So this group, I really feel like you guys have people coming towards you. It's kind of the energy that I'm seeing. I'm actually going to pull some cards for their signs, for their sun, moon, and rising, since we're talking about people. Okay, so who are these people? Their sun, moon, or rising, their dominant energy. And this can also be your sign as well, just to confirm that you guys picked an accurate reading. Group 3, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Aries. I keep pulling Gemini. I also pulled Mercury, so that could be Virgo as well, but I feel like Gemini energy is really heavy here. And Aquarius. So this can be your person's energy or your energy. So I did pull some clarifiers for you guys around this energy, and I pulled truth, simplicity, and flow, all in reverse. So I feel like this is pretty much the universe saying that the truth is simple, okay? If this person tries to enter your life with all these complicated and weird excuses for their behavior, this is someone who's trying to manipulate you. This is someone who is not being authentic. And this is a warning sign, that you probably should not reconnect with this person. If you guys are relating more to the energy of, it's your bad, you have some stuff you need to address because you may have dropped the ball in a connection. Spirit is saying when you reconnect with this person, keep it simple, Keep it simple around what happened, what you're going through. You don't need to create these elaborate stories or try to manipulate this person to make them feel bad or to make them sympathize or feel bad for you, or to try and to manipulate an outcome that you want. This is just going to block the flow of this connection healing and moving forward in positive energy. This person that you're dealing with, if you don't come at them straight, if you don't come at them honestly, I feel like it's going to affect their respect that they have for you, as well as not trust you. And it's going to block the healing that you would like in this relationship. So there are people here, not everyone is coming towards you from a space of integrity, okay? For this whole group. So you guys really have to tap into your discernment. And if you're on the receiving end of this, if you relate more, like I said, to the opposite of this energy, like it was you who messed up, the longer you hide the truth, it makes the situation more complex. The longer you withhold the truth from this person, it makes things worse, okay? If you would like to heal this, you need to confront this. You need to just be straightforward. Being straightforward and accountable for your behavior is going to unblock the stagnant energy in this connection. So let's now look at the time frame with this group. For this person reaching out, obviously, if you're the one who should probably be reaching out, this might not apply to you. It's on you when you want to make the move. For those who feel like, this person's energy is trying to re-enter into your life, like you can feel that this is probably going to be happening soon. I pulled 3 of Swords and 6 of Swords. So 3 and 6 are important with this group. Spirit is not being super specific with me around this time frame. I'm just hearing 3 and 6 are important. With that being said, it's either 3 to 6 hours, 3 to 6 days, or at most 3 to 6 weeks, okay? So I hope that this reading resonates with you guys and it was helpful. If it was, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm now going to move on to group 4. Bye. Hey, group 4, welcome to your reading. So let's see what's going on with this group and your energy. The Moon, 2 of Wands reversed, Temperance reversed, the High Priestess reversed, Page of Swords, and Queen of Swords reversed, Okay, so I feel like you guys are just really at a loss for what is going on with your energy. I feel like you just do not feel like yourself. For some of you, part of the reasons why you feel so imbalanced emotionally and mentally is literally because of the moon. We could be having a full moon at the time of you viewing this video, and it is messing with your energy. But there is a lot of scenarios coming through with this group. That's just the first that came out to me. Only take what resonates with you. But I feel like this group, you guys are very sensitive. You guys are the empaths, the healers, the psychics, energy in general. You're very sensitive to it. I'm hearing some of you are green witches, so you have a really close connection with nature. I feel like a lot of you, are either at a loss for why you just are not feeling like yourself lately. Some of you have an idea and you are going to get confirmation. You have an inclination as to why you aren't feeling like yourself, and you will get confirmation here. But let's just go through everything. So yeah, you guys are feeling, the overall energy here is you guys may be feeling mentally imbalanced, drained energetically, lacking motivation, lacking focus. Some of you are having a hard time like recharging your energy and rejuvenating yourself. Some of you are noticing that your confidence hasn't been that great lately. You're having a hard time like executing your plans and goals. I feel like a lot of you could be recently, you could be battling a lot of fear that's getting triggered for you, a lot of fear or insecurity. And I'm seeing the reasons why this group is feeling this way. I'm seeing it's happening to you guys for a number of reasons. For some of you, you guys are literally too tapped into the collective energy. The collective is going through a dark night of the soul. There's like this huge reckoning happening with people no longer being able to avoid accountability for their life. On a deep spiritual conscious level, people are really waking up to the fact that their life is the way it is because of the choices they've made. And because, the whole collective is going through this massive awakening and deep healing, it's triggering a whole lot of shadow aspects in everyone. And because you guys are so sensitive, you guys are tapping into all this fear, all this insecurity, like it is thick within the collective's energy right now. A lot of these fears and insecurities aren't even actually your energy. And for those people, Spirit is saying that you guys need to spend less time online. You need to be spending more time in nature. You need to be spending more time around water, especially if you have a lot of water placements in your birth chart. Water will be very healing for you and rejuvenating for you. You can even just go outside and walk around barefoot on the grass. That really does help ground you. You can go hug a tree. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that actually does help balance you out energetically. Something about the magnetic field within the earth and within our bodies, I'm not sure exactly, but I've heard it a long time ago, but it does actually help. Some of you need to spend more time in isolation, like you're around too many people, okay? You're taking on too much energy and not being able to attend to your own spiritual and mental and emotional needs. Yeah, some of you seriously need to minimize even your communication with others. I'm also hearing here that some of you, it's been a really long time since you tapped into your creative side. There's a whole lot of pent-up energy trapped within you that is dying to get out. And Spirit is saying, disconnect from everybody and everything temporarily so that you can tap back into your creative side. This will help ground your energy. I'm hearing some of you need to be smudging. You need to be doing cleanses. You need to be doing protection rituals to help stop you from absorbing so much of other people's energy. You can even do a spiritual bath. I have a free one on my website you can check out, as well as free protection rituals that you can check out. Or if you aren't feeling confident in doing those rituals yourself, I do offer that as a service that you can purchase through my shop. But if you guys, are a little bit more proactive with cleansing yourself, with spending more time disconnected, with doing more protection rituals, this is greatly going to help shift your energy and with helping you feel more balanced emotionally. I'm also seeing here that part of the reasons why some of you are feeling so are feeling so out of balance or not like yourself is that there's actually someone who is obsessed with you, who is stalking you, who is very bitter and unhappy with their lives. They do not want to see you successful. They do not like your confidence. They don't like how bright your light shines from within. And this person is actively doing spell work on you to create confusion, insecurity, fear, to drain you of your energy, to drain you of motivation. They may be keeping a close eye on you online. Some of these people are within your inner circle and they are fronting like they are your friend or that they have good intentions, but it's like a hidden enemy. So again, you guys need to be doing a protection ritual. I will pull some signs for this group so you can have an idea of who's messing with you. Some of you, this is someone you don't even know that is doing spell work on you, or it's someone that you're not close with, or it's someone that you know is an enemy of yours. You know they don't like you. And others of you, it is someone that is within close proximity to you. It could be a friend, a family member, somebody that is actively doing spell work on you. It could also be an ex, I'm hearing. But Spirit is saying, you guys need to block this person any way you can. Not only spiritually, not only magically, but you need to make sure you're blocking them on your phone, online. If you do all of that, you will notice you'll start feeling like yourself again because you're actively protecting yourself from the psychic attacks from this person. Some of you, I'm hearing that you've been getting signs in your dream that it's someone in your inner circle. Like you've had a dream about them betraying you or being deceitful or dishonest. Spirit has been trying to warn you. I'm hearing this person's energy could feel very invasive if they are in your life currently. They possess a lot of jealousy and bitterness, even if they're not actively projecting it at you. That's just energy that they carry. Some of these people are seasoned witches and they know better than to let their victims know that they're doing magic on them, okay? That's why they're incognito. They know not to boast around about the things that they're doing to others so that they don't protect themselves. Another energy or scenario I'm seeing coming through is that dark entities are more active right now because of this massive awakening that's happening with the collective. So they're actively attacking people through their vices and through their unhealed wounds. So if you've been noticing that maybe your shopping habits have been out of control, or maybe you're drinking a little bit more, or you're smoking a little bit more than normal, or you're just finding yourself constantly dealing with challenges that are just making things feel stressful or hard to stay motivated, this is because of these dark entities or this person's spell work on you. So again, you're being asked to be more proactive with protecting yourself. I'm also seeing here that for some of you, why your energy is so imbalanced is it has to actually do with more of your daily habits, your time management, or your lack of organization within your life. Spirit is asking this group spend a little bit more time getting all those things, more together. I'm hearing some of you, organization is not like your strength. It's something very difficult for you to execute. But when everything is so unorganized and imbalanced and scattered, this actually starts affecting your confidence. It starts affecting the way you execute your plans. It starts affecting you accomplishing your goals. It makes you feel like you don't have control or as much control as you actually do with the direction that your life is headed when you are not being mindful about, your organization or your time management or how you're investing your energy. This will impact your level of motivation. I'm also hearing that some of you need to incorporate more physical exercise into your schedule. That's why you have been feeling the way you have been. You also need to be mindful about what you are putting into your body. I'm hearing some of you are not drinking enough water. And water, being dehydrated really messes with you on so many levels. Not only does it mess with your intuition when you're not hydrated, it messes with you emotionally. It messes with your body being able to repair itself at night and regenerate itself. It messes with your energy levels. There's so many things that happen. Your organs will start to not function properly and shut down. So you guys are not drinking enough water. Some of you need to be more mindful about drinking more water throughout the day. I'm also hearing, and this is going to be a little random, that some of you need to buy a new mattress. So, you know, the fact that you're not able to rest and rejuvenate yourself is because of your mattress. You know, you need to buy a new one, you need to replace it, or, you know, get a mattress topper, because your body's not able to rest at night properly because of how painful your sleep is. Once you change out your mattress, you'll notice an improvement in your energy levels. I'm also hearing that some of you are not, you know, your energy feels off. You're not able to fully rest and rejuvenate yourself, is because a lot of your gifts are getting activated for a lot of you in this group. And I'm hearing that there are some of you here that have been actively astral projecting at night. So when you do that, your body's not really resting, okay? Whatever happens to your spiritual body actually happens to your physical body. Like some of you may be having dreams where you're running or doing some extreme physical activity in your dream, and then you wake up and that body part is sore, which is proof that you're not actually resting, okay? So this is something, you know, you guys are going to have to kind of research for yourself. With the Page of Swords, there are a lot of you here who are coming here to have me point you into the direction of the changes you need to make, but you need to do the research yourself to figure out exactly the changes you need to make so that you can rebalance your energy. So if you're having issues with astral projecting and you're doing it a lot and you're not being able to rest, you guys need to be looking up ways to kind of bring more balance back into your life, or to prevent that from happening. Others of you, part of the reasons why you are just feeling so imbalanced and emotionally unstable, maybe very moody, is because I feel like you guys are receiving a lot of downloads right now around your healing, okay? Some of you actually, I'm hearing you're resisting it. You're actively resisting some of these new perspectives and insights that are coming in that are meant to help you expand and grow. You guys may be stubbornly holding on to certain beliefs, and Spirit has been trying to actively get you to release these beliefs or to accept some form of accountability. But because of this resistance, it's making you guys very unstable, very moody. This can also be getting activated by the full moon as well, is what I'm hearing. Whenever we have a full moon, all of our wounds, all of our triggers, often they come to the surface, not to drive us crazy, you know, but so that we can have an awareness of where we need to focus our healing, or so that, you know, especially if the emotion's been trapped in our body, sometimes they'll come to the surface and create an emotional reaction within us, like crying or having an outburst, because that energy is trying to be released from your body. So sometimes, you know, once the full moon passes, you will notice that your energy starts to ground itself after you've maybe had an outburst, or you're just crying hysterically and you may not even know why. Like, that's literally your body trying to release and purge trapped and negative emotions within you. Also, even though this video is a timeless reading, we are experiencing a Chiron retrograde at the time of me recording this. I did have another pile where I spoke about this more. I believe it was pile 1. But we have a Chiron retrograde right now. Chiron is an asteroid. It's called the Wounded Healer. When it goes into retrograde, a lot of our deepest wounds get triggered, okay? This, again, will go back to the Page of Swords with you guys doing your research. I'm hearing Spirit saying that some of you really need to look into your birth chart to find your Chiron placement so you can understand what's getting triggered for you right now. We're going to be in this retrograde until December 15th. So a lot of these wounds are going to be continuously coming up until that time. And it's not to torture you, but it's to help you, you know, recognize your blind spots, your blocks. It's also connected to our karma from our past lives, like things that we were not able to release, let go, or heal in our past lives. They've been kind of carried over into this life, and we're being asked to do the spiritual work to heal these wounds. So I'm hearing a lot of you could be having these wounds getting triggered right now. Doing your research and understanding these wounds, understanding why you're being so reactive, a lot of times that will bring some relief to you because you don't feel so out of control anymore. So Spirit is asking you guys to take some time to really do some research on yourself and better understanding yourself, especially through your birth charts. If you're getting a bunch of downloads right now that are just overwhelming you, journaling can help organize your thoughts and bring some more balance and peace into your space. So I did pull some clarifiers for this group so we can have some, you know, more information around what's going on with you guys. And I pulled transformation, thriving, fulfillment reversed, and community. So we are getting some repeated messages here. You know, Spirit is talking about the amount of downloads that are coming in for you guys while you may be feeling the way you have been is because these downloads are in regards to changes and adjustments you guys need to make within your connections, your community of people you associate, your relationships, your habits, your beliefs. Anything that is not beneficial for your future or that is no longer in alignment right now, Spirit is trying to get you to separate yourself from these things. I'm also seeing that these downloads for some of you that are coming in are messages from Spirit to help you guys recognize what in your life is no longer bringing you fulfillment so that you can release it as well. A lot of you are in this state of transformation right now, okay? And I'm hearing you're like in the state of things being darkest before the dawn. Right now, all the downloads, all the information, all the imbalances that you are feeling are to motivate you guys to make certain adjustments and changes. It's to help point you guys in the direction that'll have you thriving the most. And for some of you, this includes your connections. Like, you know, I'm hearing issues here with boundaries that need to be addressed because some of you do have people around you that do not mean you well. And Spirit is trying to get you to release these people, to protect yourself from these people, to not turn a blind eye to red flags you are seeing in these people. That is your intuition letting you know that these people can't be trusted, that there's something off or wrong, and that you need to listen to that. Like this group, it seems like you guys are going through a lot of readjustments, okay? Or you're being asked to make these readjustments. So I did pull some cards for the sun, moon, or rising of these people that may be attacking you, that you need to protect yourself from, who you do not need to associate yourself with anymore. This can also be your energy, your signs, just for further confirmation that you picked an accurate reading. But for you guys, I pulled Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, and Libra. Okay, group 4, that's all I'm seeing. I hope it resonates with you and it was helpful. If it was, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell if you would like to see more readings like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm now going to move on to group 5. Hey, group 5, if you chose the amethyst stone, welcome to your reading. So let's take a look at what's going on with you guys, the energy in your life at the moment. For this group, I pulled the Tower, 8 of Cups reversed, the Empress reversed, the Star, Hermit, 4 of Wands, and 8 of Swords reversed. So I just want to quickly say before we get into this group's reading, so the overall energy here is actually pretty intense. This isn't the best energy, okay, that I am seeing. There is, though, one situation here that is very positive. So I don't want to run off the people who don't feel like they're going through some kind of drastic, intense, or negative situation currently in their life. There is one energy or one situation coming out here where it's actually pretty positive. But when we see the presence of the Tower card, this is a card about very triggering, chaotic, drastic shifts happening, or this could be around epiphanies or realizations you are having that can be very triggering, that are deeply connected to your healing and redirecting your life out of very toxic energy into a new positive direction. So the messages here are going to be pretty heavy. So if you are watching this video and you are not grounded emotionally, I would not watch this right now. I would pause the video and maybe come back when you are able to kind of receive these messages, when you're in a more balanced state, so you're not just getting triggered, getting upset, and not receiving the healing that is intended. This is one of the challenges with tarot. If you are unfamiliar with pulling cards for yourself or just with the whole process of tarot, tarot does not care about your feelings, okay? I try my best to incorporate empathy and understanding and compassion with these messages, but sometimes the messages are just harsh and they can be very upsetting if you're not in the right mental space to receive this. So I just want to give that warning, because my intention with my channel is not to send people over the edge or to upset you. I am a natural trigger, And sometimes things I say, I don't even realize how they impact others because I'm constantly in that space and that energy of these harsh truths. Okay, but I understand we all have different preferences when it comes to how we want to confront our healing. So I want to honor you guys and respect that about your healing process. So maybe you want to bookmark this and come back, but I'm just giving you a warning. These messages for some of you are going to get pretty intense, okay? This is a very healing reading. So I'm going to first start off with the more positive energy that's coming through, the positive scenario that's happening here with this group. Since it's not the dominant energy, but for some of you, I'm seeing that you may have recently entered into a new relationship, or you recently have met someone. The entrance of this person into your life could have come to you as like a complete shock or surprise. Some of you may not even felt like you were ready to really engage this connection. You may have been going through some form of healing, so you were a little bit hesitant or guarded when you met this person. You could still be in that energy. I feel like a lot of you guys may have been, really traumatized in your past when it came to love. I feel like there's a lot of fear getting triggered here with this connection and who they are to you. I'm hearing that some of you actually prefer being single, being alone, being in a space of isolation. You're more at peace when you are by yourself. You could be more of an introvert or a loner. A lot of you, I feel like you were not in the space of actually looking for love. But here comes this person. They're kind of a shock, a surprise to your life. I feel like you guys really vibe with their energy. You really like their energy. You see the possibility or the potential of building with this person, of growing with this person, of possibly even marrying this person. All of you are at different stages and levels of this connection. I feel like you like the way they think. You like what they stand for. You guys may feel they have a lot of spiritual wisdom. Like these people could be healers. But I feel like you guys do not like to waste your time, and you really want to know, because you date intentionally. If you do date, a lot of you just avoid dating altogether. You kind of more have, or in the past, you may have had more of situations where there was no commitment. With them, you are envisioning a future that maybe at one time you didn't think was possible for yourself. I feel like a lot of you want to know, are you wasting your time with this person? Where is this headed? I'm also getting this message that you guys could be in a situation where this person came into your life, a while ago. This realization of how special this connection is or how much you like them could be fairly new. Some of you may not even be in contact with this person anymore. You guys could be at a distance. I'm hearing some of you might even be blocked by this person, or there's just some issues around communication. For some of you, you may have pushed this person away or unconsciously sabotaged this connection because of the trauma that you experienced in the past with love, or maybe the lack of faith you had in you having a happy and successful relationship, or that could be how they felt. But one of you could have pushed each other away. Regardless of, the status of the communication, you guys find yourself always thinking about this person. I feel like you think about them a lot. I'm also hearing that this person thinks about you a lot as well. Like you both are on each other's mind a significant amount. Even if you guys are in other relationships or other connections, they are still thinking about you, or I'm seeing you're still thinking about them. I am seeing here that this is a soulmate connection that you share with this person. I feel like you guys actually do feel each other telepathically. I feel like you communicate telepathically, or in your dreams, or your higher selves are currently in a connection together. Your spiritual selves are in a connection. You in the physical just aren't. Some of you, when you met this person, you were not looking for a commitment, or it was the other way around. But I feel like things have now kind of changed or healed or shifted around that. So only take from that the energy that relates to you. I am going to pull some cards around your guys' past life that you shared with this person and their signs in a minute. But if you relate to that situation, I'm feeling this energy of you guys wanting to heal the connection, or they wanting to heal the connection. There's a desire here for reconciliation if you guys are separate. But there are new situations here. The vibe and the energy feels really promising. It feels like a happy surprise. Or you could already be in somewhat of an established relationship, and I am going to be picking up additional energy around this connection. But that's how they could have entered into your life, kind of like unexpectedly or like a surprise. A lot of you in this group have gone through some form of a shocking revelation or a drastic shift of new energy entering your life, or old energy, old connections falling apart. Like, I feel like you guys could feel that way right now. You're in the middle of something falling apart in your life. Like, you are literally going through this tower moment. I'm hearing that some of you may have been forced to walk away from either a job or a relationship or a project or something you invested a lot of time and energy and love into because it was no longer in alignment with you, or because of some shocking outside force just disrupting and destroying things you had going on. Like, it could be a relationship that you were in that came in like this lightning and destroyed a lot of stuff that you were working on and building. Some of you, I see that you may have been experiencing some pretty major epiphanies around yourself, your purpose, or your healing that you've been struggling with. I'm hearing some of you may have recently had to walk away from some connections because they were becoming a cage to you. They were keeping you trapped in an old life or an old lifestyle that you no longer wanted to participate in, that was no longer something you were interested in because of the amount of healing you've done recently. I'm also seeing that for some of you, this shocking revelation or chaos or ending that you're experiencing has to do with you finding out about a third party's interference in a connection. Some of you may have just found out actually that this person was pregnant with your partner's child, but this is not solely romantic third party situations. This could be some of you finding out that someone's been meddling in your relationship and causing a lot of chaos. But I'm just seeing this group, you guys are in a lot of pain. You're really trying to seek guidance and healing, or go within, to heal yourself, to cope with the pain that you're in. Some of you are trying to figure out still whether or not you should free yourself from this relationship or try to heal it altogether. Some of you already made that decision that, you're done, you're out the door, or they're out the door, and now you're just kind of reeling from all the drastic shifts and changes that are now taking place in your life because you've decided to let this go altogether. But I do see that there are a lot of you here too. You're in this deep contemplative state about the changes happening in your life, or the realizations you're having. I'm also hearing some of you may have gone through some sudden loss or some kind of violence that created a lot of loss. Some of you also could have even lost your employment, but I'm seeing a lot of fears and worries being triggered right now with this group about your future because of these experiences. I'm also hearing for this group that some of you could be having a shocking revelation about a connection that you have with someone that you thought was healthy or good for you, or it was at least something you should keep in your life. I feel like darker aspects to this connection have recently been revealed to you, and it's made a lot of you realize a lot of things that you may have been blind about with this person, or ignoring with this person, or things about their character you kind of detached yourself from when it came to this person because of maybe some success you were having with them, or the joy and fun you had when you were with them. It was like as if you knew there was bad that existed with this person, but in your eyes the good outweighed the bad, but you're now realizing it actually didn't. Like, this darker energy or aspect of this person has been creating a lot of instability and mental or emotional turmoil in your life. And I feel like, now you guys are in a space where you're no longer able to ignore this anymore, like how fucked up this person actually is. So I did pull some clarifiers with this situation. For this group, I pulled forgiveness reversed, freedom, action, and love. So this is like, the test or the challenge or the spiritual lessons you guys are going through in this group right now. They're around forgiveness, around freeing yourself from situations that you need to forgive others for, or what actions you need to take, or, just with love in general. Like I said, some of you are having new connections into your life, or your healing right now is around love. So with this forgiveness being reversed, some of you, that's what your challenge is right now, is to forgive someone who has really violated your trust and hurt you, because it's through this forgiveness that you're going to free yourself from this energy, from this situation, from the pain. Some of you, this lack of forgiveness is around, what pain you've experienced in the past with love that is now kind of blocking you from kind of seeing people in their truth. I feel like a lot of you, because of your past traumas with love, even with these new energies that entered into your life, that their intentions are good, their intentions are to love you, whether you push them away or they're currently in your life, you're currently in a relationship with them, or you're just now starting one, You know, this is about being able to forgive the past so that you can see when true love or real love is entering your life, so that you can take actions towards them that will lead you towards, you know, happiness and fulfillment. You know, not allowing your lack of forgiveness of what other people have done to you in the past keep you trapped from freeing yourself from that energy so you can welcome and receive new love coming into your life. So some of you are being called to work on that right now. I also want to, you know, say that forgiving this person who has caused you guys harm does not mean that you need to welcome them back into your life. You know, this is more about freeing yourself from that energy cord that you create, or that is created by like a trauma bond or just a painful experience that you've had with someone. Some of you, this forgiveness isn't necessarily about forgiving this person, but forgiving yourself. I feel like some of you here are putting a lot of blame on yourself, and it's kind of trapping you in this chaotic, painful, or miserable energy. You know, this forgiveness that spirit wants you guys to confront is self-forgiveness so that you can free yourself from all this pain. You know, I feel like with this group, I think it's important for a lot of you guys. I feel like a lot of you may be pretty harsh self-critics. And I feel like, you know, maybe this group may have some healing to do around your ego or your self-esteem, most likely from childhood traumas that you faced, okay? And I feel like you guys put a lot of weight on your shoulders because of the unfair expectations that were placed on you when you were younger. I feel like a lot of you were forced to deal with a lot of intense adult lessons early on in life, and you know, the voices of the adults around you that could have been probably very negative or abusive or unsupportive, or they did not recognize your emotional needs in the way that you needed them to be met or seen. They've become your inner voice, they've become your inner critic. And I feel like the lack of forgiveness you guys are showing yourselves to free you from painful experiences is rooted in that, okay? So with this action card, if you feel like this work is just, you know, too hard for you to overcome on your own, I feel like spirit is encouraging you guys to take action and to seek out additional assistance with your healing through a licensed professional. You know, there is no shame in that, you know, needing additional help with understanding what's going on in your life, you know, why you may be feeling or struggling the way that you have been. Some of you, I feel like you're having a hard time forgiving yourself for possibly pushing someone away that actually meant a lot to you, or harming someone in some way that meant a lot to you. I'm hearing some of you are holding back an apology because you don't even forgive yourself. So in your mind, you're possibly thinking, why would they even forgive you? Why even bother? Others of you, I'm hearing that you may be holding back an apology because of issues again around, you know, ego or insecurities or perfectionism. So I am hearing spirit asking a lot of you in this group to do a little bit of research or try to figure out what your attachment styles are. This will give you a lot of understanding when it comes to the way you engage in romantic situations or just, you know, in relationships overall too. You know, this is a timeless reading, but when I recorded this reading, we're currently going through a Chiron retrograde. Chiron is an asteroid. It's called the Wounded Healer. And when it goes into retrograde, a lot of our deepest wounds get triggered. Okay, so I'm hearing that a lot of you, a lot of these epiphanies, a lot of this emotional and mental turmoil you're going through is because of these wounds getting triggered right now. So you're being asked to take action and to find out your Chiron placement. And this can be timeless advice as well, because, you know, these wounds don't only get triggered when there's a retrograde. They get triggered often from certain experiences or circumstances. And if you are walking around not knowing what your deepest wounds are, it's like you're giving your power away to external forces instead of seeing them as opportunities to overcome and heal this wound. Most of these wounds, we also carry them over from a past life. There's a lot of past life energy here. There's a lot of karmic energy here. Like I said, I am going to be pulling some past life cards for this group so we can see what's going on with your relationships and these spiritual lessons that are coming through for you guys right now. For some of you, this forgiveness reversed is representative of you guys wanting forgiveness from someone else, or I feel like there are some people here, again, we're seeing issues with ego that are having a hard time being vulnerable and acknowledging your part with how you may have inflicted pain on someone, or being accountable for it, or just even being willing overall to ask for forgiveness from this person for your behavior. When we do not acknowledge the pain that we inflict on someone else, it creates this negative energetic cord between the two of you. For some of you, I'm hearing now that, because I had picked up on some energy that this person may be constantly on your mind in a romantic sense, but I feel like, that could be the same for you guys too if you're not in a romantic situation, or you're thinking about a romantic situation. If you're more so thinking about someone that you have bad blood with, or you went through something pretty chaotic, traumatic, or volatile with, I feel like the fact that you are constantly thinking about this person is that evidence that this negative energetic cord is present. The fact that you can't stop thinking about them is your higher self wanting you to take some action around this situation, around this energy, either through apologizing, being accountable, or seeking additional professional help to facilitate healing in this situation. Some of you, I am hearing you say you already apologized to this person. The issue that Spirit is telling me, why there is still this block present, is because of the delivery of your apology. So if you guys are yelling at this person, screaming at them you're sorry, if you weren't fully acknowledging your part, or acknowledging what you did, if you were making excuses, if you were deflecting onto somebody else, if you were putting the blame on someone else instead of saying, I'm going to stand in what I did, I'm going to be responsible for my choices I made that caused you harm. There was a lack of that, I feel, is what was happening. And when it comes to apologizing and healing relationships and mending your connections with others, or maybe just to heal in general, not necessarily to reconnect with these people, there has to be acknowledgement of what you did. There has to be an acknowledgement of seeing them and seeing how you impacted them. I feel like the person's issue, or the issue that's happening here, is this person doesn't feel either like you guys were genuine in your apology, or it was something very forced or volatile. Now, if you were in a situation where you felt you did all that, you didn't minimize your behavior, you were honest, you were respectful, you were acknowledging how you needed to take responsibility and accountability, and this person may not have, responded to you in a positive way, Spirit is saying that you did the work has been done. You need to forgive yourself now and release the situation, okay? You planted the seed. And I do feel like eventually this cord, you will be freed from it. I do feel like, the love that you showed, the actions you took is going to soon free you from the situation, so it hasn't quite happened yet, but you're being asked right now to have a little bit more patience with the process. But if you are someone who has a hard time apologizing to people who you've inflicted pain onto, this is a spiritual work that you guys are being called to address. This is connected to a lot of the chaos or turmoil that you're currently struggling with. Spirit wants me to, say to you guys, we all make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. We all intentionally or unintentionally cause someone harm at one point or another in our lives. What apologizing does is it admits that you're human, that you made a mistake. It doesn't go much deeper than that. Some of you may have some kind of trauma around apologizing. That's why you're so resistant to it. Or maybe you felt like no one ever apologized to you for the harm they caused you, so you're resistant to it. But if you want to nurture your relationships, if you want to have healthy bonds and connections with people, there's going to be a point in time where you experience conflict with them. And someone is going to need to acknowledge, or both of you are going to need to acknowledge, how you may be inflicting pain on each other if you want to see this relationship grow. So for those in romantic relationships, and also, you know what? So I'm going to just say soulmate connections altogether. I'm going to encompass romantic, friends, and family because it could relate to that. But for you guys, I pulled worth waiting for, healing family issues, past life relationship, playfulness, romantic feelings, and calling in your soulmate. So those in love situations, I feel like if you feel a little bit cautious about this person and you're questioning, you know, their intentions or how genuine they are, if they're going to hurt you, I feel like Spirit is letting me know that this person shares romantic feelings for you as well. I'm seeing that this is a soulmate. I'm seeing that you guys shared a past life connection. That's why you can't stop thinking about them. That's why you can't, you know, even if you guys have been in separation or you're not talking, while they're constantly on your mind, you guys have a deep spiritual connection with this person. They came into your life to bring love and playfulness and healing. Some of you, I feel like you've gone through a really long period of dating or maybe of being celibate, and you've been trying to call in a soulmate. And I feel like Spirit is saying that you don't have to be fearful of this connection. This is a soulmate connection. That, you know, as long as you've been waiting, all the work that you've been doing to bring in this person, you're going to realize that, you know, this experience is going to make that wait totally worth it. If you guys push this person away, you know, out of fear, out of insecurity, you know, this person does have romantic or did have romantic feelings for you. I feel like they still do. I feel like they're still thinking about you. I feel like Spirit is letting you know that this relationship does have the energy or potential to be real love. And if this is something that you want to reconnect yourself to, if you want to reach out to, you are being encouraged to do that here. And if you guys are not able to actually enter into a romantic connection, there's going to be a lot of healing that happens from you reaching out to that person. There is a karmic lesson happening here between you and that person that's going to help you significantly with your healing. I'm also hearing for some of you that you're being encouraged to address or heal some family issues. So I'm going to show you guys the past life cards I pulled for those in romantic situations, who you guys were to each other. So for this group, I pulled vows. So a lot of you were married to each other. This was a spouse of yours. I also pulled mother and father. So some of you did have children with this person. Some of you were in love with this person in a past life, but you know, you were unable to have a connection with them because they were already with someone else. Or you could have had a romantic connection to this person, but health issues may have interfered with this relationship. I feel like someone may have died from health issues. Or this relationship was never able to ground because there was a drastic difference in your status. Or this relationship experienced interference or a block because of imprisonment. I feel like for a lot of you, the traumas that you experienced in love in these past lives with this person has greatly contributed to the phobias around love and this relationship if you're in a love situation, because of these wounds that you experienced in this past life connection. Again, we get confirmation that this is definitely, you know, a spiritual connection that you share with this person, or that spirituality or religion could have been issues for this relationship. You know, differences in beliefs could have been a reason for why this relationship was not able to come together in a past life. What came in between this relationship? So you guys are kind of in a karmic situation. I also pulled orphan. So I feel like this kind of connects to people that have been incarnated in this life with intense survival and scarcity mindset, okay? Like maybe you've done a lot of healing around that, but at one point you really had this energy going on with you around survival, or this has negatively impacted a lot of your present relationships because of this wound that was created in a past life. For this orphan card, you know, I said it earlier and I'm going to say it again, you guys should definitely look up your Chiron placements, okay, in your birth charts. You can easily Google, look up a calculator, and then research what that wound means and how it could be appearing in your life. Because a lot of you, this turmoil, this intense healing that you're going through right now has a lot to do with that deep wound, okay? I'll give you a couple examples of what happens that I can recall when you have certain Chiron placements. If you have like a Chiron placement in Taurus, you may have issues with wounds around stability or security, right? So anytime you feel threatened with your financial security or your security at home, your stability at home, or within your connections, you may find yourself more reactive and doing things that are more self-destructive than helpful in those type of situations, okay? If you have a Chiron placement in Leo, what that would look like, how that expresses itself, is someone who has an extreme need for validation. They have an extreme need for recognition of their talents. There's a wound there. There's a fear of not being recognized or acknowledged for your gifts, your talents, for your hard work. If you have a Chiron placement in Gemini, you may have an insecurity or fear with sharing your ideas, with speaking up for yourself. In a past life, you may have been victimized or harmed for expressing yourself, for expressing your truths, your opinions. So now you've come into this life kind of afraid to speak your truth, afraid to speak up. You know, with the Leo Chiron placement, I believe in the past life, your talents or your gifts were not acknowledged. You didn't receive or achieve the success you desired, I think is how that wound is created. Again, you guys need to research this. The Taurus one, I believe in your past life, your stability was threatened. So that definitely can tie in with this orphan. So maybe a lot of you here do have Taurus placements, you know, or Cancer placements, feeling, you know, that fear of not being lovable, you know, not having that security within your family or close relationships. Okay, so I would definitely look that up, and that can give you more insight around your healing or around why you were going through so much turmoil or loss, or you just could be struggling energetically right now because your Chiron placement is getting triggered. So I did pull some cards for you guys, additional cards around either the people I brought up in this reading, or this can be your energy as well. So just take it how it resonates. But for this group, I pulled Scorpio, Taurus, Sagittarius, Libra, and Taurus again. So there is a lot of Taurus energy here. I keep saying Taurus. So yeah, you guys should look into that. Leo and Cancer. And it's funny, I brought up those two signs as well for the wound. So a lot of synchronicity here. I really hope that this reading was helpful for you guys and it wasn't too painful or too triggering. I hope you received the healing that was intended for this reading. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when more videos like this are uploaded. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.